The fact that many Africans, racially black Africans in Africa, or that have gone away from Africa abroad, the fact that their tribes have a tribal language, a mother tongue, a clan language is a fact. It is what it is. And they've been trying to use that fact to say, like, oh, we're one up on you, Black Americans. We've got you. This is something we have that you don't have. Blah, blah, blah. I don't really consider it divisive. I consider the fact that we acknowledge the difference, just acknowledging the difference. But when you think you're one-upping someone, the coping mechanism, it kind of gets bizarre. Let's talk about it. What's up, ladies and gents? Social Nurse here. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your time. We're going to acknowledge that South Africans, many of them, and many of the West Africans, let's say Nigerians, right, have a mother tongue and a tribal language, for lack of better words, right? They do. It's a fact. Some of these people that I have seen state this fact, that they have a mother tongue, a tribal tongue, that state this maybe in their commentary or in a ethnic Black American comment section, right? Because what has happened, what I've watched over the years, is these people have just inserted themselves. They weren't even being talked to, many of them. They just insert themselves in Black American, ethnic Black American conversations because we're American. And the focus a lot of times is on America, be it good or bad, ugly or pretty, whatever it is. The focus is often on ethnic Black Americans. Be it good or bad, you don't like us, you don't, you think this or that. The focus is there, right? So what has happened, these people have just inserted themselves in conversations that many times were not even directed at them or for them. And when they do, it's bizarre because they'll just type out that they have their own language and blah, 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 and that we, ethnic Black Americans, don't have a language, right? We don't have our own tribal language, mother tongue. It is a fact that many Africans within their tribe, their land, or wherever they are on that continent, maybe they fled and they're abroad somewhere else, do have a mother tongue or tribal language. That's a fact. Some of them speak it. Some of them don't, right? Some speak it, some don't. I think that many of them, if they're in Africa, in their tribal area or land or original homeland, they might speak it fluently, right? We know that language is a big part of communication, builds and create culture. And what they are doing is trying to use the fact that they have a tribal language or mother tongue as a one-up, right? We got you. We're one up on you. We're doing you one better. We've got something that you don't have. It's like a child with a piece of candy. And when they're really young, they're like, I've got this, na, 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 na. You don't. And this type of behavior from these Africans that like to put it in a commentary or type it in a comment section, it's a coping mechanism. It makes them feel good that they've got something that you don't have. Now, that thing that they've got for them, it's very important to them, right? Because they're equating that you can't have a culture if you don't have your own mother tongue. But the facts are the facts. Our people, ethnic Black Americans, I'm talking about a group of people whose ancestors, by law, based on classification, what we are going to call a racial classification. If your racial classification here in America during the time of enslavement, which particularly was for people that were mandated to be Black, if you We're black in this country, what we know as the United States, and the making of it, the building of it, the becoming of it, your people, your ancestors were legally enslaved. If that doesn't apply to you, this video is not for you. But that group that I just pointed out is what I refer to as ethnic Black Americans. And that group of people, the language is English. Be it you like the English that is spoken by us, you don't like it, you think this about it, you think that about it, you don't think it's our original, whatever you think, it doesn't matter because that is our language based on the country, the land that the settlers dominated. It is what it is. And culture develops, right? And it can progress. So this language thing that many of these Africans love to, throw out there is something that makes them feel good about themselves. It doesn't have to make us, we don't even care about their language. It's really not an argument for us. It's not a disagreement for us to have with them. It's just a fact that they have an African, tribal, or mother tongue. And so what? It does not mean that our people, did not develop a culture, a communication from the language that we were forced to learn. It just is what it is. You can't compare. That's not even a comparison to argue about. You're comparing people with a 500 year, 400 to 500 year, more in a land where settlers definitely dominated and placed their language upon them, to some people that are sitting in their own land, they were dominated and forced to speak English too. You're going to talk about, oh, you don't have a language? That is a coping mechanism to try to make us feel that they're one up on us when we just don't feel that way. You're not one up or above just because you have a mother tongue and you speak English, maybe Chinese too. Who really knows? Arabic, maybe. It is what it is. You can feel good about that and call it a day. Thanks for stopping by, Social Nurse.